Prove and Compete, welcome to a new week. We are week 3 of our new hybrid cycle. So it's not so new now, we're 3 weeks in. Before we start our hybrid cycle for today on our Monday session, we've got to get through our clean and jerk and complex work. We have 2 parts to get through once you've completed the warm-up, obviously. Part A, every 90 seconds, 4 sets complete the following. 2 hang muscle cleans and 2 floating squat cleans, followed by 1 push jerk and 1 split jerk. We want you to hold 45 to 50% of your 1RM clean and jerks for the entire duration of the 4 sets. Once you've completed that, we move forward and complete the following. Every 2.5 minutes for 6 sets, we want 1 floating clean and jerk, rest 15 seconds, and then 1 clean and jerk. Sets 1 and 2, 72%, set 3 and 4, 77%, set 5, 82%. Now set 6, we want 1 clean and jerk rather than a floating clean and jerk. Rest 15 seconds and then perform another clean and jerk to finish off our clean and jerk complex work there. Okay, similar to last week, guys, we talked about the cue or something that I want you to focus on. For this one, particularly today, additionally or on top of the note that we have written out in front of you, I really want to focus on elbow position rather than some of the feedback or some of the videos that I watched. Some of the elbows were coming in as we turned underneath the barbell. I would like you to aim outside or just directly in front of your chest or outside your chest and driving those elbows up. So when I'm at the bottom of my squat clean, I think about leading with my elbows and driving through my legs and try to think of that concept or sequence there. So again, I don't want to catch my squat clean or power clean ever or in this position. I want to keep them out and outside my torso, so it allows me to have this good range of front rack position as well. And also, if it comes to it as well, it gives us a position to bail out of. So if I'm an exaggerated point of view here, if I drop my elbows, it hits my torso. If I drop out here, it allows me to drop my elbows past my torso, so I get a free, safe getaway in my clean. Not that you need it. Moving forward, team, we have our strength piece. We're at our hybrid cycle, week 3 of 8. Front squats again on Monday. 10 reps at 65, 10 reps at 65% plus, 10 reps at 70, and then 10 reps at 70% plus. So the plus on set 2 and 4, all we want to see, guys, is something larger than the set before or something larger than 65% and 70%. It could be as much as 5 pounds, 2.5 kilos, or it could be as much as 25 pounds. Ideally or objectively, just something bigger than the previous set. Our conditioning piece, team, 4-time 500 meter ski erg, 21 thrusters, 21 bar muscle ups, 21 overhead squats. We will rest 3 minutes and then get back into it. But this time, 500 ski, 15s, rest 3 minutes, 500 ski, and 9s. So we've implemented 2 different styles of the barbell piece with thrusters and overhead squats, and additionally, the loads increase as well. But back to the barbell movements themselves, we've just seen in the previous 18 months that we've seen combinations of movements. If we think about the games, the back 9 and other tests that we've seen through the semi-finals as well, what we want to see more of or implement more of in this phase of our training is just adapting or adjusting to the new style of programming that we've seen play out the past 18 months. So a great opportunity for that, but also where we see an intricate component for this workout is the gymnastic piece there. We know that the barbell will be significantly heavy towards the back end, particularly those 15s, but having said that though, you need to get through the 21 bar muscle ups, 15 bar muscle ups as well. What we feel the stimulus would be more of an anaerobic barbell gymnastic blend conditioning quite clearly, since it's more of a triplet. The ski erg will have nothing but just a trap for those that want to push it. I look at it this way: if I was to hold, like say, a conservative 5K pace, let's call it 2 minutes, compared to someone that is holding an aggressive pace, let's say 155, and they find themselves shorter or out of breath, I can make that up in a transition, or just turn it out 2 or 3 more reps in them in the thruster, and then we've canceled out the ski erg completely. So I don't want you to get bored in or sucked in on the ski erg. For me, the components is more around the 15s, given the load complexity of the workout, and possibly the 9s, depending on your ability with the strength movements as well. Level 2, biggest thing that we've done there is just loads. For the ski erg, we've just modified it for the women to just 450 meters. The men will stay the same. Level 1, same concept, right? The loads would just change, and then we've dropped the ski from 5 to 400/350. Our gymnastics and skill piece team, following after our conditioning piece, we've got 2 parts to get through here. Part A is just strict muscle ups. Every 90 seconds for 6 sets, we want 2 to 5 reps for the men and 1 to 3 unbroken for the women. We do have scaled options there. Like for me, the biggest component, especially where we are in the season, we're working on strength development in our gymnastic movement. So for me, if we don't have the ability to do strict ring muscle ups, fantastic, that's fine. Let's work on developing strength and working on those positions so that we can get to that point. Part B team, every 6 minutes for 3 sets, we want to see 3/2 legless rope climbs, 100-foot handstand walk, and 10 ring muscle ups. Okay, so the biggest component that I want you to be challenged with here is depending on your ability. But for me, it's the crux in getting this work done within the time frame. But I'm particularly paying attention to either what I need more of. It's the legless rope climbs, just put more emphasis on that. And what that looks like is that you try to get them done relatively fast, have a longer break than you would say if this was for time, and then kick up and do your handstand walk and get through the rest. I'd challenge you as well, if you're quite well-rounded in the sense of these 3 movements, that I would change the effort or stimulus throughout this workout. So what that would look like is on set 1, I would push the legless rope climbs and get through the rest. Set 2, push the handstand walk and complete the rest. And set 3, push the ring muscle ups and then ease your way to the ring muscle ups on set 3. Level 2, just want to make note that it's every 5 minutes for 4 sets that you're going to get through that load. We've actually loaded up level 2 based off of some feedback and where we want to see the development in the cohort group to get up to level 3, okay? So a great option there if you're debating whether or not to do 3 or 2, possibly go back to 2 and you'll accumulate more volume in time. Level 1, we've got every 4 minutes for 5 sets, 2 rope climbs, 5 wall walks, and then 9 strict pull-ups and 9 strict ring dips. Now the term strict, I don't mind if you use a band if we need to. There is a lot to be involved there. Oh, sorry, my apologies, 7 strict pull-ups, 7 strict ring dips. So I don't mind if we add bands throughout that, but I do think whatever we start with throughout the 5 sets, I'd like you to use that band from the start and throughout, okay? Stimulus, gymnastic skill, obviously, and then the muscular endurance. Particularly with level 1, you'll see the muscular endurance come in quite early. Primary objective, guys, to complete each set. For level 3, would like to see it done in 4 minutes or less. Level 1, I want to keep that around 3 minutes or less. Our rowing for today, team, we've got a long warm-up, a steady state row to open up with, and then, we've got a warm-up to go through here, guys. So you can see built out in front of us that in time that we just want a particular stroke per minute. That's the requirement only, okay? So we've got a fixed time and a fixed stroke per minute. The speed at which we do that is not important in this rate, but once we've completed that, I then want us to get through and complete 4 time, 10 rounds, 300-meter row with a 1-minute rest between sets. Once you've completed the 10 rounds, rest an additional 3 minutes, 5 rounds, 300-meter row, rest 45 seconds between sets. Our primary objective is the first interval of each set should be at 2K pace. And then the secondary objective is the lower average on the 300s on the second set. Our stimulus, guys, is aerobic capacity, and we're looking at the 1 to 2K development, and the RPE should be 8 out of 10. Team, this wraps up our day. I hope you enjoyed our Monday. Very excited to have you guys if you're new to the channel. If you have any questions, please reach out. Happy to help, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.